Hello and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I will be reading for Libra today. I'm going to light some Palo Santo and cleanse the space for your reading. In this reading, we'll be looking into your energy, their energy, the nature of the connection, and also the nature of the outcome. Okay, Libra. What do we have for Libra today? And with regard to the you and them reading, this could be a love interest on your mind, this could be a family member or friend, whoever it is that you have on your mind at this time. And we'll be reading from there. All right, Libra. What do we have for Libra today? What is the message for Libra? Libra and their person. What is the message for Libra's highest and greatest good at this time with regard to this connection? Libra. This is for Libra. This is for Libra. Okay, and the bottom of the deck energy, we have the Five of Swords. So there could be some conflict right now surrounding this situation. On your side, we have the King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Sun. On their side, and these roles can be reversed, just take it as it resonates. On their side, we have the Justice, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. The nature, adding to the nature of the relationship as it stands right now, we have the Empress, and in the outcome, the Nine of Swords. Okay, Libra. So what it appears to be right now, you've been in your head a bit about two different actions to take with regard to possibly work. Whatever the work is, if you're building your own business or whatever it is that's connected to your stability, does give you a lot of happiness. However, ultimately it gives you a lot of happiness, but right now you're in your head about it. You're in a head about a couple of things. Which action to take? Two choices, two different things to do in this context. And this is going to be connected to what it is that you want to create. And this could be what you want to create with the Queen of Swords. What do you do in a situation where one of you could be feeling very cold and distant, maybe a little cutthroat, but also seeing things very logically, trying to really be in one's power when it comes to, or not even trying to be in one's power, but showing up in their own individual power with regard to logic, thinking about this situation, bringing justice. You want fairness and balance, Libra. This is your card here. You want to bring fairness and balance to the situation. Because this person here, whether this is you or the other person, is bringing in a strong sense of they're able to kind of see the situation for what it is, but yet they still want to grow. They still want to grow something here, because there is love here. We have the Queen of Cups. There is consideration, empathy, compassion. This person is bringing a good emotional game and also a good logic game, because they're sitting in their queen energy with regard to that. And in an effort to have things be fair and balanced, and perhaps in the recent past, they may not have felt that things were fair and balanced, hence the Seven of Pentacles here, which is basically continuing to, see something to fruition. Continuing to put in the work, despite it not having, borne the fruit that they had wished to see. In the middle of you guys, there's the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot of anxiety here. And this is the outcome. This is the nature of what it is right now. So what is it that you guys are going to create? Someone is bringing a lot more logic to that question. And then another one of you is bringing action, or maybe some inaction, because there's the two here, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is, do I do this or do I do that? And it would appear to me that this person isn't quite making a decision yet. They might be feeling a little distracted. Oh, instead of thinking about this, since I'm kind of tied between two of these, because he's got an ankle tied to one and a wrist tied to the other, I'm just gonna check out this bird right here. If I could, I wish I could just fly away. Wouldn't it be so nice? Let me check out this bird. Let me commune with this bird and or this bird. Let me commune with this bird and vicariously live through them as they enjoy and experience their freedom to move about the environment where I am kind of feeling a bit stuck right here. So yeah. This could have something to do with work, because the King of Pentacles energy is here. Okay, let's get into it and see if we can clarify. Or not if we can clarify, let's clarify. And this situation could be new, because being at the two with regard to action, wands are also identity formation, role formation. Let's get to the Eight of Swords. What are you in your head about? Because I do see that you feel very grounded and powerful in your position here. And it does make you happy. There's a lot of joy to be had here. In this role, you feel creative. You feel very creative. You could also be feeling quite nurturing. There are children present in this card. And that's the nature of the sun, you know, it grows everything. It's the big life bringer. I mean, it's the happiest card in the deck, so I find it interesting. I think what you've been in your head about is this Two of Wands. How do I show up here? Do I show up like this or do I show up like that? But the way that I would say is show up in your King of Pentacles energy. That's boss energy right there. And you also want to be wary of the people around you, you know. It's like on this card we see the King of Pentacles flanked by a Pan character and also kind of a Puck character. So a little bit of mischievous, trickery, something, temptation, you know. But this king is not fazed by them. He has his hand on his coin. He is all good. Okay, so why is the Eight of Swords here? 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 Ah, okay. You're in your head about your commitment. You're in your head right now about your commitment. Because you know, you could be in your head about how this may be affecting your home, this conflict, how this may be affecting your relationship. Because we have the King of Cups here and the Queen of Cups here. And then we also have the Queen of Cups over here. So in your head about the stability of this situation with regard to the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So two people who are emotional, very much in their emotions, but you know, the King and the Queen are definitely more stable expressions of those emotions. But the stability of this is worrying you, is on your mind a lot here. Yeah, because I imagine that the Two of Wands, figuring out your role and also figuring out what you want to do, whether you want to do this or that, is connected to, like, this decision is connected to your stability here. Okay, let's do the Queen of Swords. What's this Queen of Swords? Who's this Queen of Swords? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? No, that's too much. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So a new opportunity came out of a revelation, a truth. And so the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a very strong mind and communication response to this new revelation, this new truth. About this, you know, this new seed that's being planted. And this is a revelation about one's sense of community, one's sense of family, one's happiness. So I would wonder if a sense of family, sense of happiness, community was disrupted in some way by the Ace of Swords. And maybe, you know, putting this person back at the start, because what we see here is a pretty defensive energy with the Queen of Swords. Okay, let's do the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Why is the Two of Wands here? 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 Okay, so the Two of Wands is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So this decision, one or the other, could be about whether you choose this Queen of Swords or whether you choose this Knight of Cups. But the thing is that this I don't know, I don't want to call it indecision, but this polarity around, you know, maybe how you show up, or just this choice that you're making here. Is causing you grief, is causing you pain and sadness, perhaps regret. You know, and I just got something else, like maybe in this decision of like identity formation, what do I do? Is it going to kind of be this or that? Like, what is it that we want to create here? How do I want to nurture this situation? How might I want to mother this situation? Because there's archetypal mother energy right smack dab in the middle of this. So you could be dealing with your mom. So yeah, I mean, it seems like there's so many players, there's so many cooks in the kitchen here, and it's a trip because we have the Queen of Cups here and the Queen of Cups here, and then we have the Queen of Swords here and the Queen of Swords here. They're virtually in the same spot on either side. So, you know, you decide, maybe are you the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Cups? You know, and being that this is a Libra reading, perhaps you're the Queen of Swords, given that Libra is an air sign, and swords are the element of air. But this indecision, this two, it's like maybe you're trying to debate whether or not you show up in this situation as the Queen of Swords with logic and planning and you know, only the facts, ma'am. And then the Knight of Cups, wanting to be, you know, not overly emotionally invested, but still engaged, and showing up with kindness, showing up with care, but also not taking the situation too seriously. Let's do the Queen of Cups over here. See what comes out. Queen of Cups. Maybe this person is seeing you as the Queen of Cups. I don't know. So I feel not fully grounded in this reading entirely. I'm just trying to, maybe it's because there's so many people. Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Why is the Queen of Cups here? Why is the Queen of Cups here? Well, there's a left out energy. The attention that, so the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Six of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So the attention that's been given to the Queen of Cups has left them feeling out in the cold, and they're kind of in this spot right now of, how do I embody this energy, and what am I going to do with it? Am I going to go? Where am I going to go? How am I going to move forward? And it's also you know, the Chariot is usually a fast moving energy, but in this deck it's a snail. This figure is riding a snail, so perhaps there is some slow moving energy in this situation. Maybe they'll be moving forward slowly on account of this Five of Pentacles, this feeling of being left out in the cold, also feeling impoverished. Like the Pentacles is something that is our tangible energy, like our money, our livelihood, our stability, in more tangible stability, like our foundation, like our home, our car, our job, all the things that comprise of like everyday 3D life. That person is feeling deprived. There's been a deprivation based on the attention that they received recently, and now they're kind of in this spot on how do they embody this and move forward. And you know, they're going to take their time with it, and they're trying to remain emotionally stable with the Queen of Cups energy. And this is the only queen and the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it. And in this deck, she has her hand over the top of the cup, which is saying, I'm not, like, any kind of emotional experience that I'm going to have around this situation is going to be by my choice. I will not invite in or accept any kind of emotions that anyone will be throwing my way, or energy, you know, soul energy that anyone will be bringing my way. Nobody just gets to put something in my cup. So this, you're in your head about how this is impacting your stability, and this person is feeling upset. And this Queen of Swords is looking out into the future, is maybe even looking toward you, you know, towards this Knight of Cups. We have so many people here. It's hard for me to suss out who's who. Perhaps this situation is impacting, like, a relationship that this Queen of Cups has, because we have the King of Cups here, which is a divine pairing. Let's go ahead and do the Nine of Swords. What's the anxiety here? So it would appear that on your side, Libra, you have anxieties about the stability, your stability in this situation, and how this is going to impact you and your partner, or even impact a partnership. You know, maybe you're worried about how this is going to impact the Queen of Cups and their family or their partner. Okay, why is the Nine of Swords here? 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 So for the Nine of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the High Priestess. So there's anxiety being felt right now in response to a message that came through, and a message that came through very quickly. This has to do with learning something new. It also has to do with somebody being invited to work on themselves, someone being invited to begin to take that journey into their own emotional awareness and psyche and spirit. With the High Priestess, you know, she holds a lot behind the veil there, but you know, when we see her pop up in our reading, we're being invited to jump in the water and to explore our emotions, explore our spirit and our psyche. What can be experienced here, and how is that going to inform me? How is that going to, you know, grow my soul? How is that going to help me develop? It's an invitation to, like I've said in other readings before, when this card pops up, is, you know, are you in therapy? If you're not in therapy, then get into therapy, whether that be with your spiritual community, a mentor, an actual therapist, some sort of support system to really get you to really increase your awareness about your own process, your own emotional and psychological process. This situation is a catalyst. It's causing you, there's a conflict, it's causing you some overthinking, and it's causing, I think, maybe them, because of this energy right here, anxiety. But the 8 is a lot more, it's a little bit loose. You're not as bound to these anxious thoughts. You may not be losing sleep over this quite yet, but this is a situation where you are being invited to just see it for what it is, and you don't have to take it in. You don't have to take it on. Because whatever happened here, you know, I don't want to sound callous and say, oh, it's not your problem. You know, on some level, of course, you're here. There's an aspect of you in this. So with that, you could feel quite responsible for it. But given that you're so good at balancing things out and making everything, you know, copacetic and cute and happy, you know, there's this energy here. The Libra is here in this reading. And we also have a lot of swords, so a lot of air energy as well. And the Queen of Swords showed up twice. Excuse me. And then the Page of Swords here. So somebody could be feeling like a newbie at the same time. Message came in, and with that message, you know, newbie energy. Like someone who's now having to relearn or learn again, or learn for the first time, and then study, take in information. This could also be the Page of Swords, like pages are messengers, right? But it's also kind of with a very vulnerable, very kind of not a very powerful energy. It's very kind of vulnerable. And there's the page, it has his hand, like just on his chest right there. So maybe this Page of Swords energy is also an invitation to have a conversation, from the heart, to maybe break the ice in this situation. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard for me to know what's going on, but I don't get the sense that this is a love reading, because there's just so many people here. I mean, there's definitely love over here and commitment over here. You know, perhaps you're in your head about your stability. You're in your head about your stability in this situation. And the stability for your home. Okay. So with the aces, we have some starting over energy. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles. What does this person want to grow? It's kind of like back to the drawing board energy also. The Seven of Pentacles is like what's working, what's not. I want to nurture this plant. I want to see it grow. It hasn't been giving me the fruits that I've been wanting to yield yet, but I'm still dedicated to it. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? A lot of conflict. The Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So this person has been experiencing, I mean, we got the Five of Swords twice, because there's a Five of Swords energy who's kind of the underlying energy of the entire reading. So there's, you know, Five of Swords is kind of like somebody fighting in logic and communication with other people, and could also be having like internal kind of like conflict in how one is thinking about the situation. And what do they, you know, what kind of plan are they going to make? And with the Five of Wands, this is a group. This can be an internal conflict with how this impacts this person's identity, and also what action are they going to take. There's many there's different ways. Like I like to call this card like there's more than one way to skin a cat card. And so this person can be really, if they're having an internal process, they're at war with themselves on what to do. And if this is also an external issue, like with a group of people, and I'm betting to say that because of so many court cards that are showing up here, there can be a lot of different people in the mix that are trying to put in their 2 cents on, you know, what actions need to be done next. And a lot of the time, this group is depicted as a pretty clumsy bunch, and taking many different approaches to the situation. And people are at odds on what to do. Like somebody has this idea on what to do. Someone has a different idea on the same thing, you know, of how to move forward, what actions to take. So this person is struggling on which actions to take and really how to think about this, how to wrap their head around it. And in the context of that, they could be having actual, you know, drama, like vocal, like arguments with others. And what it would appear to me is that this person is thinking about different ways in which to walking away from something that doesn't serve them anymore. You know, maybe, you know, say that there's a seed here, you know, there's the Seven of Cups. Okay, well, back to the drawing board. Maybe I need to go take my plant with me, because it's a potted plant here, but, you know, take my plant with me and go water it somewhere else. Like this has to do with this person's growth. You know, this person's, their goals, the fruit of their labor. What do they want to see? I don't get the sense that this is not very welcoming energy. And this person feels that and is probably going to probably going to leave soon if they haven't already, because we have the Eight of Cups right below the Snail Chariot, which is also right below the Ace of Pentacles, which would indicate a new seed for one's own tangible life is being planted. To translate that into layman's terms, a new job. So that's why I get the feeling that this is a job situation. With all the group energy. Maybe this person is going to plant a new seed to move forward and away from this situation and then go work on themselves. With the High Priestess clarifying this anxiety. I get the anxiety is falling on this side. Perhaps this person walking away and leaving is going to be your son. It's going to be your happy. Okay, let's do the Sun. What is going to make, and I think this is probably you, what is going to make Libra happy in the outcome of this? Why is the Sun here? The Sun, it can also represent illumination of a situation. Maybe it became illuminated that this person was struggling. Why is the Sun here? 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 Okay, the Sun is clarified by the King of Wands, the Lovers, and the Two of Wands. So the choice, again, there will be illumination on the choice that you're going to make between two things, between two roles that you need to choose which one to occupy. And I get the sense that you're going to choose the leadership role because the King of Wands is here. The King of Wands is a leader, a mentor, a guide, like somebody who's going to be in charge of what actions are going to be happening. So that's where your Sun, like through this process, that is going to become more illuminated for you on what to choose. And I just wonder, like with this Empress energy in the middle of the nature of this, I'm going to say conflict in this relationship as it stands right now, I'm going to say that this is probably triggering mom issues on both sides. Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here? Ultimately, this person wants things to be fair. Their ultimate goal is fairness. And the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles is boss energy. Perhaps this is with one of your employees. Okay, why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here? So the Empress is clarified by the King of Swords, the Hierophant, and the World. So then we have, you know, another counterpart, another person. The King of Swords has shown up now. The King of Swords is also very logical, like decision, you know, not there. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they're not in their heart energy, they're in their mind energy. And this Empress is like, what is going to be created? What is going to be nurtured? What is going to grow? Is really based in one cycle closing out and things being done by the book. There's, with the Hierophant, there is like, these are the rules, this is how it goes, this is the logical structure, this is the rigid, you know, doctrine or, you know, book that we live by, you know, this is like, the law has been laid down, you know, someone laid down the law. You know, this King of Swords probably laid down the law, which ended up closing out a cycle here. Having a situation kind of evolve into the next level. And maybe not just a situation, but, you know, workplace. This could be a workplace. You know, how's the company, you know how companies do these things from time to time. You know, they'll be, and there's a thing right now, like, I live in the Pacific Northwest in an area where tech is very, very a huge part of the economy, and these two major companies are laying off thousands of people. So, and a lot of times it's like, oh, you know, we're going to be closing this out, letting a lot of people go because we're reorging, we're restructuring, we're reorganizing the workforce, we're reorganizing the labor, the amount of people that work here, you know, and this is the new rules. These are the new rules. Okay. So ultimately, in the finish, it looks like this person is feeling cast out and is going to be moving on. The revelation that came that they need to plant a new seed elsewhere. It's causing them the pain and suffering. And, you know, but ultimately it's an invitation for them to get help with those feelings. This over here, there was a decision to be made in what role you were going to occupy. You decided to boss up, and that was a choice that you needed to make. And, you know, you're needing to make that for the stability of your home. And it did cause you, you know, you have been in your head about it. But ultimately, you know, it's the best decision to bring you and your family the most happiness. You and your stability, the most happiness. However, being in that position was very hard for you. It wasn't a feel-good place to be. It was not a feel-good place to be. All right, so let's get some animal cards on it. Let's get some kind of like, you know, I feel like the oracle cards and stuff that I pick out for readings kind of cap off the reading with a little hope, a little guidance, a little advice, a little something to pay attention to with regard to your own energy. And, you know, even the helpful energies for this person, because, you know, where they are at doesn't feel like a very good spot to be in. It's a bummer. But They're being invited to take that journey of self-discovery. Okay. Heron, patience. Create a place in nature. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. I'm feeling that energy for this person over here. I feel like these two people are not, they're not like connected. They may not really know one another, but they're in the same environment, and there was some drama. What do we have for you? Loon, intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Very nice. Very nice. And on the bottom we have hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Yes. I like that loon card. Yeah, I mean, and even just doing this reading, I'm like, I feel like I want to take a break from all these people. You know, there's just so many people in the mix. Actually, I always like to close it off with the little flower petals, so I'm going to do some keywords. Beaver, trust and home. Raccoon, curiosity and exploration. And iguana, contentment and satisfaction. So trust, you know, remain curious about the situation, you know, exploring, like problem solving. There's been a lot, like that really resonates so much with the air energy, with the mind energy. And trust and home, I'm really feeling over here, like, and even feeling over here, like this person needs to trust that they're going to find their new home. You know, and you need to trust that your home is going to remain secure. And, you know, in whatever paths you both are on, ultimately trust that you will find contentment and satisfaction in those things. Tulip. You are worth what it is you desire. Cherry blossom, return quietly now and be at peace. And cornflower, learn from friendships old and new. And I think that all that energy, you know, regardless of where I placed it, can just be said for both people. So yeah, this is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.